Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations.
Microphone check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, microphone check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, microphone check, 1, 2. All right, I was doing the microphone check for them. We still good, Dave? Check, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic 2, test, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Microphone check, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. 1, 2, testing in the dining room. Hall of Fame room as well. Testing, 1, 2. Microphone check, testing, 1, 2. Microphone check, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark.
right.
In 5,
Hey, Dave, you there?
4, 3,
Yeah.
Awesome.
2,
How are you,
1,
man?
mark.
Good, we're all
that
ready,
was
man.
your 1-minute time check, stations.
Yeah. How are you, sir? Good. And started a little something new this year with the camera, so Not that you have to worry about it, but just know that you are on camera as well.
Awesome.
So.
On the Colorado State Sports Network, from Learfield, from CB and Potts Restaurant and Tap Room in Fort Collins. Welcome to the Colorado State Coaches Show, brought to you by Bank of Colorado. There's only one Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. UC Health, the official healthcare partner of Colorado State Athletics. Also by Waterpik, a Church and Dwight company and a proud corporate sponsor of the CSU Rams.
Water's fine.
From CB and Potts Restaurant and Tap Room in Fort Collins, here is your host, Brian Roth.
All right, well, a very good evening, and we welcome everybody to the inaugural edition of the Coors Light Jay Norvell Coaches Show. Welcome, everybody, and so happy to be with a bunch of great Ram fans. We are spilling out of the Hall of Fame room, out into the dining room, and Jay, I think we might have people standing on the ninth green and on the 18th green on the first tee out there, but I know there is a bunch of excitement around Colorado State Ram football. Jay Norvell, the 24th head coach here at Colorado State. Give it up for Coach Norvell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you here with us, Jay.
Well, I'm very humbled. I just really appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and we're very, very excited to get the season started.
Absolutely. Well, Jay, I mean, you got hired back on December the 6th, and so I know you were drinking out of a fire hose. All of a sudden, about 9 days later, you had the early signing day, and then, of course, you got to fill out your staff. You got spring football in, and then you hopefully, you got to enjoy a little bit of the Fort Collins summer. Did you get a chance to take it in?
Yeah, we did get a chance. It was a busy summer. We had camps and recruiting. June's such a busy month recruiting-wise, and we had a great summer. We got 22 commitments. You know, I was really hoping we might get 14 or 15 commitments this summer, and we well exceeded that. We're at 22. The kids absolutely loved it when they visited here. I loved the community, and we got so much support when we bring the kids on campus, and so we're fired up. We're excited. Wednesday night's my recruiting night, so after the show I run home and call all the recruits. But just really exciting summer. Love the city, and we've been people just welcome with open arms.
All right. Well, fall camp started back, I think, August the 4th. What was the feeling going into fall camp? And again, you're still a new staff. You have a new team. 54 new players on the roster this year for Colorado State. 14 of those are FBS transfers. But how did you feel coming into fall ball, and has any of those feelings changed to hopefully for the better as we now look at Michigan 3 days from now?
Yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's like building a new house, really. I mean, there's so many different phases to what you have to get done. And actually it's 59 new players.
59 new players.
And but really, there's a lot of anticipation when you're putting in offense, you're putting in a defense. The biggest thing that we have to establish is our standards and expectations. And at every point of the year, we have things that are introduced that are new. And so coming into training camp, we just have to get on the same page about how we're going to function and operate as a team. And that's an understanding between coaches and players. These are the standards. These are the expectations of the team. And this is what we have to do if we want to be a winning team. And, you know, I on my press conference, I showed them the stats of the last 5 years, and especially the second half. And so much of what we do is about repetition and building on experiences that we have, that we've always taken great pride of improving every day that we get on the practice field. And so the schedule, the record for the last 5 years has not been that way. And so we have to be very honest about that as a team. And I asked the question, why? Why has this team not been better? And what do we have to change to help this team be better? And so we had a lot of frank conversations with that through training camp. Got to know each other, and we really talked about what leadership means and what quality leadership means in adversity and being prepared for that adversity. And so really feel great about our camp, really have a better understanding of our football team. And really, we're at the point now we got to start playing games to really find out what we have.
You know, you come in and you want to install a new offense. Of course, Ram fans know the air raid offense is coming here. And, I'll have Coach Mummy, who's going to join us, your associate head coach, to talk a little bit more in depth on some of that. But you have to install an entirely new offense. Obviously, Freddie Banks comes over as a defensive coordinator, going to a 4-2-5. You have to install a completely new defense. But one of the things, starting back in the spring, that I was impressed with is the amount of reps that you get every single player in your roster. It's not just the first teamers and the second teamers that are getting a lion's share of those reps. Kind of talk to some of the fans that may not understand how you kind of run spring practice, this pre-fall practice, where it's about repetition.
It really is, and it's really unique what we do. If you ever have a chance to watch us practice, and Matt will talk about it as well, but it's all about repetition. It's all about putting your players in situations that are game-like where they can build experiences from that. So we look at it like this. You know, what we do as competitors is we prepare, we compete, and then we reflect. And then we come out the next day and we do it all over again, and we try to learn from every experience. And you know, it's just interesting. Today we were talking in our staff meeting, and we were asking how many reps has Clay gotten throwing the football. He had 390 passes in training camp and another 250 or something like that. And so he's at 650 passes so far since we started in August. And just to be able to understand what that means, we had a quarterback last year at Nevada who was the Mountain West Player of the Year. He threw the ball 531 times in the season. So he's already played a season in the last month. And we in the spring we had similar number of reps. So that type of experience and getting those repetitions and really executing your craft at the highest level and understanding, you know, we want to be instinctive offensively. The greatest defenses that we've ever played against, that I've ever played against, when I was in the NFL, I used to play against Belichick and Jimmy Johnson. They were not complicated. But their players knew what they did so well that they became instinctive. That's what we try to do with our football team on offense. At a point, they start to build a creativity of what they do and a confidence of what they do, and that's when it really starts to get fun. And so we're just trying to pile on those repetitions. That'll grow as the season goes on. So we should get better every time we walk on the practice field and every time we play a game.
You talk about Clay Millen, and yeah, absolutely worthy of applause, because this is going to show itself on the field here this year. It's going to show itself on the field coming up next year for the guys coming back. And you know, you look at the quarterback, and I should say Clay Millen, the freshman quarterback who's going to start for the Rams against Michigan, is in the house. We will have Clay on the program a little bit later. Matt Mummy also with us. Matt's going to join us on the program first before we get out of here tonight. But your quarterback room now. We were doing our season position previews a few weeks ago. I'm looking at the quarterback room, and it's freshman. It's the youngest quarterback room in the nation. And Kyle Neves, your director of communications, had a great stat. 3 total pass attempts by your quarterback room. Does that worry the head coach at all?
Well, we're trying to give him as many opportunities in practice to learn. And these guys are young. You know, I tease Matt as like he's coaching a preschool team. You know, and we got a lot of young guys, and we gotta direct their attention sometimes in meetings. But it's fun. They're really talented. They were excellent players in high school. You know, and you add Giles Puller with that group, and Giles has done a great job as well. And so it's a great group of kids to coach. I know Matt has a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with those guys. But they're talented. They can throw the football. football. They all have good size, they're athletic, and they're smart guys. And so they're what we're looking for. They're just young, and we have to give them the opportunities and prepare them. And there'll be some growing pains with our whole football team. But I'm just really excited to see them play.
Yeah, and then another thing, when you look at that quarterback room, they're all freshmen, but they're also kind of all of your guys, right? Guys that you have brought into the program that you and your coaching staff have recruited to this particular offense.
There's no doubt. And Clay was our highest rated quarterback we ever recruited at Nevada, and we were so happy to get him. And our other two young ones we brought in this year were highly recruited players that we had to fight with other top schools all over the country. Jackson was committed to Washington. Braden was an excellent player that had attention from all over the country. So we're really excited about those guys. We get to train them the right way from the ground up, and that's really the best way to learn this offense.
All right, we're taking you right up until 7 o'clock here tonight from CB & Potts Collindale, our inaugural Jay Norvell Coaches Show. And again, we have Matt Bumby and Clay Millen still upcoming. Great drink specials, food specials for everybody that's here. And, we'll be doing some giveaways here tonight as well. We'll take our first time out here on the program. Stay with us. We're back with head coach Jay Norvell after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
You know what that sound is? That right there is the sound of banking. That is the man. Whether your local business is a farm or a bakery, you'd like to get up close when it comes to understanding needs. Then, they give you the right kind of loans. Focus less on finite loan and more one-of-a-kind business. That's the sound of banking. Bank of Colorado. There's only member FDIC records on Saturdays are made for football. When the game is on, we're finally off. Off-game, offline, out of office. A Correct Course Life is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5. We're worried about the 4th of on. So this Saturday, Coors Light. Let's play on some pigskin, pause on everything else. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshments, anti-chill. Proud sponsor of the CSU Rams. 2021 Coors Light, Cold Colorado, and Celebrate
CB & Potts is where Ram Band celebrate. Located in Collindale Golf Course, meet your friends here. Featuring great food, including Chef Mano's delicious smoked meats and plenty of frosty cold beverages. We have the best patio in town. And happy hour specials from 3 to 6 every Monday through Friday. And when it comes to game day viewing parties, our CSU Hall of Fame room is the place. CB & Potts at the corner of LeMay and Horsetooth Road. Discover more at cbpots.com.
It's game time rewards at Safeway. Earn 4 times reward points on gas and groceries when you purchase participating items throughout the store. Here's the game plan. Clip the offer in our Safeway for You app or online at Safeway.com. The more you shop, the more you earn. Sign up for free and get $5 off your next $25 purchase. Score big with game time rewards at Safeway. Fresh foods, local flavors.
Wash, you need a car wash. Come to Breeze Through, it's a breeze. A few bucks gets you so much. Breeze Through Car Wash.
CSU fans, you don't have to ride dirty around Rams country when you keep it clean with our unlimited wash pass. For as low as just $12 a month, you can keep it clean at any of our locations in Longmont, Loveland, Fort Collins, Greeley, Johnstown, and Cheyenne. Stop in today and get your unlimited wash pass, and you can keep it clean with us. Breeze Through Car Wash. Easy, quick, and fun.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
Sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
We're also putting all the games that are entered
your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
You got 12 chances to win the grand prize
Thanks for calling
at the end of the
Toyota.
year.
This is Jan.
Anyway, please make sure you get entered tonight. And one of three of you are going to be, or three of you are going to be lucky winners tonight before you head on home. Once again, on behalf of Kevin and I, we appreciate you coming in. Chef Mano as well. And enjoy your evening with us here at CB and Pods. We'll get back with you at the next break. Okay.
Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 6th.
Visit Peterson Toyota in Fort Collins, a proud partner of the CSU Rams.
You already got the hat, the jersey, maybe even the occasional green and white face paint. So kick things off right this season and add the FNBO CSU Visa debit card to the list. Pay loud and proud for every Rams t-shirt, decal, or hot dog at the game. Wear your heart on your sleeve and in your wallet with the CSU Visa debit card. Free with any checking account from FNBO, the bank of CSU.
All right, coming back
Get yours today at FNBO.com/CSU. Member FDIC.
CSU Rams football on K99.
All right, we welcome everybody back here on a Wednesday night to the Coors Light J. Norvell Coaches Show. Great to have everybody with us live at CB & Pots Restaurant and Tap Room. $3 Coors Light drafts, back $3.50 Coors Light drafts, 24-ounce mugs for $6. Then they have the buy 5, get 1 free Coors Light or Coors Banquet buckets of beer. All right, Brian Roth, voice of the Rams, back with you. Head coach Jay Norvell also back in the house. And Jay, I heard through all this commotion, I hear a loud cowbell as well, and your wife Kim is here with the cowbell, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, she's it's kind of a tradition with at our coaches shows to have the cowbell, and so I'm always fired up when she has that. I like more cowbell.
Well, we will take the cowbell each and every week. Kim, feel free to bring it. But again, just a great crowd, overflow crowd that's spilling out really, literally onto the golf course here tonight. Again, Colorado State taking on Michigan coming up on Saturday's season opener from the Big House. And, of course, that's an early kickoff time here in the Mountain Time Zone. 10 a.m. is when that game will kick off. And, again, we'll be on the air with their tailgate show starting at 8 a.m. from the Big House in Ann Arbor. We'll talk about the Wolverines coming up in a little bit. But, Jay, I wanted to talk a little bit more about your ball club here while we have you. Before we get to our special guests, we talked about the quarterbacks. Let's continue on the offensive side of the football. And, obviously, if you're going to be throwing the football over 500 times this year as you did last year, you're going to need guys to throw it to. And I know you're excited about the wide receiving core that you guys have.
No, we got some exciting players, and it's really a mixture of guys. And we've tried to give them all so many experiences and try to coach them on the fine details of all these different plays. And, Torrey Horton is probably the leader of that group just in his experience and his ability to run routes and get open. And Melquan was with us at Nevada. He's really got a great understanding. I'm so proud of Ty McCullough. Ty McCullough has really had a great camp. He's really kind of taken a leadership role, and he's got great speed, and he's just really detailed out his game and stepped up at every occasion. I'm really, really proud of him. And then we got some Dante Wright. We got some other young guys that are kind of jumping in and really adding to what we have as far as, Justice Ross Simmons, Lewis Brown, Mekhi Fox. They're really good, athletic young players, and they've all had good camps. So, every day we practice, they should get more comfortable with what we're doing. Clay and those guys are getting on the same page, and it's going to be fun. We want to put all those guys out there and give them a chance to make plays. I'm proud of our tight ends. Tanner Arkin has had a great camp. He's just so impressed with how hard he works. Tough physical player and just brings it every day. Gary Williams has been very good this camp. And then we got Jordan Williams, young freshman, a tight end, big 6'5" guy that can really run. excellent basketball player, and he's learning from those older guys. So we got a lot of athletes, a lot of playmakers, and we want to all give them a chance to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, I think Jordan Williams changed his number, didn't he? Yeah. Was he wearing 35?
Yeah, he's 13 now, I think. Yeah,
and he made a couple of end zone catches. Like we're talking back in early August. I'm like, who's this 35 kid? And then I never saw 35 out there again. And then I said, number 13's got to be Jordan Williams.
That's Jordan.
You could tell the dude knows how to hoop because he can really go up and get that football.
Well, Justice Ross Simmons and Jordan Williams are both outstanding basketball players, and a lot of those skills correlate to jump balls in the red zone. And we try to spread the field and find the matchups and let Clay pick out the guys he likes.
Yeah. You talked about those freshman wide receivers and being out at fall camp here this year, and then watching the two scrimmages. You just saw the freshmen that were in there and continue to be in there, 83, 85, 88. Those guys, I know you loved them coming out of high school. Two of them played with the same high school team in Inglewood, California. But those kids are going to play this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to play, and I got to remind them, they beat a team 105-0 one time, Morningside High School. And I remind them, I say, you ain't playing Morningside High School. These guys are on scholarship, and they're pretty good. So, they're young kids, and we have to have some patience with them sometimes. We know they're going to make mistakes, but they're also going to make a lot of plays, and that's what's exciting.
All right, talk a little bit about the running backs. And you guys announced the captains last week, and I thought it was so cool to see Ajon Vivens be named the captain. Of course, he's a Colorado kid, prepped at Mullen High School. Came here as a wide receiver, moved to running back, and he's a great story. Just a fantastic young man.
He's just worked so hard. Ever since we've gotten here, he's just taken the opportunity to prove himself every day. And his consistency and his work ethic, I think, just really earned the respect of his teammates. He's been amazing, and he's so supportive of his other teammates. And I'm really proud that he was elected captain. We got Avery Morrow, who played for us at Nevada, and he's a super versatile guy who really understands our offense. Really good runner, a good pass receiver, understands our protections. And then David Bailey. David, didn't have a great spring. He kind of was inconsistent, and he really worked hard over the summer, and he's in better shape than he's been in a long time. And so I think David is really going to help us as well. And so we have three backs that they're all different. But they all have playing experience, and they all should give us a little different skill, talent level when they get in the game.
Yeah, combined between those three running backs, they have over 3,000 yards of collegiate rushing. And Bailey was 240 last year, coming in at 225 here this year. All right, how about the guys blocking up front? And of course, you talk to Ram fans about who the guys can be up there. Say, hey, look, there's a lot of newcomers here, but just because there's newcomers doesn't mean there's a lack of experience. You brought in 4 transfers, including a couple of guys that you're familiar with, in Gray Davis and Jacob Gardner, who played for you last year in Nevada.
Yeah, and along with them, Dante Keys and Dante Vivens. And, those guys were all starters. And played a lot of football. They're big physical guys. An offensive line plays so much about continuity. And so those guys are getting repetitions playing together. We were watching some old films of some of our former teams and saw some of the guys we were playing with, and we're much bigger than we have been in the past. And so it's a matter of continuity. It's a matter of playing together. It's a matter of repetition and getting comfortable. And they've worked awfully hard. Coach Best's done a great job pulling those guys together.
Yeah, then of course you got those guys with a wealth of experience. Then at left tackle, you have a redshirt freshman in Brian Crespo Hawkes. Of course, he's a local kid, played at Poudre High School here at Fort Collins. And you guys throw the football a lot now. And I was talking to offensive line coach Bill Best earlier in the fall, and he said, it's kind of unfair what we ask our left tackle to do, because the guy lining up aside him and rushing him knows that we're throwing the football more times than not.
Right, and we got to be conscious of that, but he's done an excellent job. He's a really good athlete, and he's an excellent pass protector. And again, he just needs that experience and the opportunity to play. He's had a very good camp. And our guys are going to get tested this week. We're going to play an excellent front in Michigan. But that's why you come to college, is to play games like this, and so we're looking forward to the opportunity.
All right, let's touch on some of the defensive players that are going to be stalwarts for the Rams here this season. One of the, I think, real bright spots that I saw here in the fall was the defensive line. I know you guys feel good about that unit. You feel good about the starters, but you feel good about the depth, I know, along the defensive trenches.
I think we got probably 8 to 10 players in our defensive line that can all play, and Buddha's done a great job of getting them to play with great effort. That's the strength of having this 4-man front where we can really pass rush our ends, and then our tackles can kind of get one-on-one matchups inside. But I'm really excited about our defensive line. I think we have some athletic bodies that can put pressure on quarterbacks, especially as we move through our conference season. And, I think we got a couple surprises up there, too, guys that people may not really be anticipating to do a lot that really have shown a lot of great athletic ability in camp. So, I'm really excited about our defensive line. I think it'll help put pressure on the quarterback where our back end can take advantage of it.
Devin Phillips, of course, a kid who's been around a long time. Ram fans know big number 94, although he's not 94 this fall. He's changed number to number 40. So when you see the big dude clogging up the middle of number 40, just know that that's Devin Phillips on Saturday. But he's, we talk about David Bailey shedding some pounds for the betterment of his game. You guys asked Devin Phillips to kind of trim down a little bit as well.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the big factors on this football team. And Coach Simmons is here tonight, but our conditioning is everything. You can't win consistently if you don't have a well-conditioned football team. And so that was one of the first things that we wanted to address when we got here. We have to be able to run, and you beat people in the last 5 minutes of the game. Your conditioning doesn't show up as much in the first quarter as it does the last 5 minutes of the game. And so there's no secret and there's no shortcut in getting there. And so we ask those kids to shed some weight, to get in good shape, and to watch what they do off the field, to take care of their bodies. And that's got to show up on the field in the fall. And so we bust them in practice too. I mean, we run from drill to drill. We don't do sprints. The next thing I'm going to work with Joe on is we need a hill around here. We can run a hill. But I would love to have a hill right next to the practice field where our guys run sprints up it every day. But it's part of being a good football team is being in great condition. And so we challenged our best players. And Coach Simmons and I were at Oklahoma for 7 years. Our best football players were the best conditioned players on the team. Adrian Peterson was the best conditioned player on the football team and set the example for everybody else. And our best players have to do the same.
All right, let's round out the defense. A couple more positions I want Jay to comment on. We'll talk a little special teams. Then again, we're going to talk about Michigan in the next segment, the final segment with Coach Norvell. And then again, we'll have Clay Millen, quarterback for the Rams, and Matt Mummy coming up. 4-2-5 defense means, for the most part, you're only going to have the two linebackers on the field at a time.
Yeah, and the nickel will take over that Sam position, and DJ's done Quan Jackson's done a great job. What an excellent leader that kid is, and I think he's really he wants to finish his career with a bang, with a winning team, and leading a winning team, and I've just appreciated his efforts so much. Cam Carter's done a great job as well. Those guys are athletic. And then Tywan Francis at the nickel's been outstanding in training camp. And so, that second level of our defense, Drew Kulik has done an excellent job as well. We need to keep getting better at that spot, more athletic at linebacker. And that second level of our defense has really got to show up and play well.
Yeah, then on the back end, you mentioned Tywan Francis. Francis, who played safety for the Rams. He had over 80 stops last year at the safety spot for the Rams. Moving to that nickel spot. Then you have some interchangeable pieces. I mean, obviously you have Howell and Blackburn back there. You have Angel King, who came over from Nevada. He can play safety. He can play defensive back. So you have some parts you can move around on the back end.
Yeah, Freddie's got some moving pieces, and going out and getting a Greg Leday from Northern Colorado and getting Chigianusa from Cal really has given us some flexibility and being able to move guys around. We brought Angel King in from Nevada. He played corner as well. So we got 3 corners. Henry Blackburn and Jack Howell back there at safety. I mean, we got some guys we can move around. If somebody gets nicked, we can move some guys over. And also gives Freddie some flexibility to attack people.
Yeah. All right, special teams, Patty Turner, another Nevada transfer. He's an Australian kid. He's going to replace Ryan Stonehouse, who, by the way, Ryan Stonehouse has made the Tennessee Titans roster. Another next-level Ram, of course, Trey McBride, second-round pick and Ackie Award winners at Arizona. But Patty Turner's the new Stoney coming up, and then place kicker. Do we know who's going to head out there on Saturday? Jay, are you ready to say that?
I mean, it's probably going to be Caden Camper, and he's had a really good camp. We've got some good young guys that are competing at that spot. We've actually been putting a lot of pressure on them in practice to show. And so we'll probably make a final decision here probably Friday, but I mean, the last time we were in this position, we actually had a freshman walk-on end up being our starting kicker. So we'll make a decision by Friday, and but that's got to be a solid position for us and one we can count on. And so I'm excited about our specialists. I mean, those guys are athletic guys. Cade's an athletic guy. Patty Turner's just been amazing. For him to be voted captain, he's only been here a couple months. He's only been in the country a little over a year. He's from Australia. But those guys can do some incredible things with a football. He grew up playing rugby. His dad was a rugby player. And he's a super athlete and just an amazing kid. And his teammates absolutely love him, and he showed great leadership so far, and so I'm just really excited to see him play this year.
And of course, he was named one of the 4 captains for the Rams. All right. We have a game on Saturday at the Big House against Michigan. We'll get Jay's thoughts on that as we continue here tonight. We're live at CB & Potts Restaurant and Tap Room in Fort Collins. Back after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Rams, we're Canvas. We're not the bank you're used to because we're not a bank at all. You're far more than just an account number. You're a member.
Yeah, sounds good.
And since we're the official credit union of CSU, you get exclusive perks for being a Ram.
Yeah,
like a custom CSU debit card to show your Ram pride everywhere you go. Get yours today and learn more about the official credit union of CSU at canvas.org/CSU.
That's right.
Thanks for calling Toyota.
Yep.
This is Jan.
Hi, thanks for telling us about Toyota's national sales event. We got a new RAV4 there.
Yes, through September 6th, you can drive off in a new Camry Hybrid, Tacoma, and more.
We took the RAV4 to the desert, and now we're spelunking in a cave.
Visit your participating Toyota dealer today to enjoy every last second of summer. Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 6th.
Visit Peterson Toyota in Fort Collins, a proud partner of the CSU Rams.
Continue your game day festivities at Sonny Lubick Steakhouse, the premier steakhouse of Fort Collins. Sonny's offers classic food, classic service, and game day specials. Located less than 3 miles from Canvas Stadium in the heart of Old Town, Sonny Lubick Steakhouse is open late and is the perfect place to celebrate a Ram victory. Sonny Lubick Steakhouse, alumni-owned and proud partner of Colorado State Athletics. Make Sonny's your post-game destination.
The sports medicine team at Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies works with athletes from all walks of life, from rec to CSU to professional. For each athlete, OCR's goal is the same, to get you back to your game as soon as possible. For more information, go to orthohealth.com. OCR, serving CSU and the region since 1969. Learn more at orthohealth.com.
Coming back in 2 minutes.
Saturdays
2
are
minutes.
made for football. And when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshments, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the CSU Rams. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Wash, wash, you need a car wash. Come to Breeze Through, it's a breeze. A few bucks gets you so much. Breeze Through Car Wash.
CSU fans, you don't have to ride dirty around Rams country when you keep it clean with our unlimited wash pass. For as low as just $12 a month, you can keep it clean at any of our locations in Longmont, Loveland, Fort Collins, Greeley, Johnstown, and Cheyenne. Stop in today and get your unlimited wash pass, and you can keep it clean with us. Breeze Through Car Wash. Easy, quick, and fun.
Coming back in 60, 6-0.
Is it morning yet? Deal. How about now? Or now? Because morning time is McDonald's breakfast time. And that's the best time of all the times.
There's a deal for every morning at McDonald's. Right now, buy one sausage McMuffin with egg and get the second one for just $1. And pair it with a $1 any size caramel hot coffee. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Coming back in 30, 3-0.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions.
Going back at about 10 with the bumper.
Learfield Directors Cup, the
Correct.
crowning achievement in college athletics.
You're listening to CSU Rams football on K99.
All right, we're just a little bit past the halfway point here of the program. Great to have everybody back with us live at CB & Potts Restaurant and Brewery. We are in Fort Collins and talking to Coach Jay Norvell. And again, we'll be joined by Clay Millen and Matt Mummy coming up here in just a little bit. All right, the Rams and the Michigan Wolverines coming up. And that thing's going to kick off at 10 a.m. It's breakfast with the Rams on Saturday. And Jay, this is a great opportunity. I know you guys look at this game as an opportunity to showcase your program on national TV in front of the big house, 107,000 fans that are going to be in attendance on Saturday. But you said on Monday you're more worried about you and your ball club than you are really the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, I really am. I'm more concerned with what we do and how we play than I am Michigan, to be honest with you. It is a great opportunity, and it's a great place to play. I'm a Big Ten guy. Grew up and played at Iowa, and so played at Michigan many times. I coached in the Big Ten for 5 years at Wisconsin. So a lot of trips to Ann Arbor, and it's a great place to play. But it's really more of an opportunity for us to show the country CSU football and what we've been doing. And our players, how hard they've been working and what they can accomplish. So that's really something to be able to put us on a national stage and show the country what we can do.
Again, Michigan coached by, of course, Jim Harbaugh. And you also said on Monday that you and Jim have crossed paths many times.
Yeah, Jim's the same vintage as me. Well, we played against each other when I was in college, my senior year, 19, a long time, I'm not even going to say. But then I was with the Bears, and Jimmy was with the Bears, so we played together, and then we coached together with the Oakland Raiders, and then I was an offensive coordinator at UCLA and played Stanford in their first opener. So we've crossed paths more than probably anybody that I can think of, both in my college playing career and coaching career.
So obviously it's the big house, and it is the largest college football stadium in the nation. They have led in attendance 44 of the last 47 years. It's going to be an experience for your kids going out there. And one of the things you're doing this year, not just Saturday, or really I should say Friday, not just on this road trip, but every road trip, you're doing a Ram walk on the road where you guys will touch down in Detroit on Friday afternoon, drive right to Michigan Stadium, and kind of explain that, and what do you hope to accomplish?
So we do a walk through every game when we play on the road, but we we do a Ram walk, and what that is we go straight to the stadium, we walk through the locker room, we look at our surroundings, and we go out on the field, and the kids will throw the ball around and get used to the lights and the surroundings, but really we'll bring our alumni. And so we have local alumni that are from Michigan and Ohio, and the alumni that's traveling with us as well. And we link up with them, and we walk the field 100 yards. And it's a tradition that we've been doing for years, but our players are supposed to think of the former players that have played before them for the first 50 yards, and then they're supposed to think about what they're going to do in that game to honor them on Saturday in Ann Arbor. And at the end of that 100 yards, they all take a knee, and then the former players stand, and we ask one of them to speak. And it's really an honor. You have to have played at CSU to be a part of the Ram Walk. I can't do it. And so it's just the kids and the former players, and they have their undivided attention for a few minutes. And, we just don't let anybody talk to our team. Our kids are really busy. They have academics. They have practice. They have a lot of things going on. And so to have an opportunity to speak to our kids, one-on-one like that is a real honor.
All right, Jay. Well, we're really looking forward to Saturday. I know all of Ram Nation is. And thanks for coming on board here tonight. We'll see you in Ann Arbor on Saturday. Jay Norvell, everybody. All right, we'll be back. Clay Millen coming up next, the starting quarterback for the Colorado State Rams. We're back after this on the Colorado State Sports Network.
Saturdays are made for football. And when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the CSU Rams. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey Rams, we're Canvas. We're not the bank you're used to because we're not a bank at all. You're far more than just an account number. You're a member. And since we're the official credit union of CSU, you get exclusive perks for being a Ram, like a custom CSU debit card to show your Ram pride everywhere you go. Get yours today and learn more about the official credit union of CSU at canvas.org/CSU.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See Shelter agent Kyle Henning in Boulder, Amanda Shiflett in Westminster, or Morella Gomez in North Glen today.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I have big news.
Right,
you can now
have,
brush and floss at the same time with Waterpik Sonic Fusion, the world's first flossing toothbrush. Sonic Fusion combines the power of a sonic toothbrush with the proven effectiveness of a Waterpik water flosser. Brushing alone only gets the surface. Waterpik Sonic Fusion cleans deep between teeth and below the gum line. Best of all, it's clinically proven up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing. To learn more, go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
All right, coming back in 2 minutes.
It's game time rewards at Safeway. Earn 4 times reward points on gas and groceries when you purchase participating items throughout the store. Here's the game plan. Click the offer in our Safeway for You app or online at Safeway.com. The more you shop, the more you earn. Sign up for free and get $5 off your next $25 purchase. Score big with game time rewards at Safeway. Fresh foods, local flavors.
CB and Potts is where Ram fans celebrate. Located at Collindale Golf Course, meet your friends here. Featuring great food, including Chef Mano's delicious smoked meats and plenty of frosty cold beverages, we have the best patio in town. And happy hour specials from 3 to 6 every Monday through Friday. And when it comes to game day viewing parties, our CSU Hall of Fame room is the place. CB and Potts at the corner of LeMay and Horsetooth Road. Discover more at cbpots.com.
So
I'm getting back in 60
back here
Toyota.
You guys are sending me.
Hi,
Can you,
thanks for telling us about
turn that
Toyota's
off?
national sales event. We got a new RAV4.
Is there a button you can push on that?
Yes, through September 6th, you
which
can
part?
drive off in a new Camry Hybrid, Tacoma, and more.
You know, we took the RAV4 to the desert.
Which part don't you want?
Yeah, it's just.
Visit your participating Toyota dealer today
my
to
voice
enjoy
coming
every
back
last
to me.
second of summer. Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 6th.
Yeah, you should be good now.
Okay,
Toyota
awesome.
in
Thanks.
Fort Collins.
I just
a proud
turned you down. It
partner
wasn't a
of the
huge deal,
CSU
but
Rams.
anyway. How much time do we have?
Another season of
seconds
women's and
after this
men's
one.
college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
You're listening to CSU Rams football on K99.
All right, we have a couple more segments left here this evening. Welcome back here to the Coors Light Colorado State Football Coaches Show. And we're going to give Jay Norvell a little bit of a break as he goes to his table to have some dinner. And, well, help me welcome in the starting quarterback for the Colorado State Rams, Clay Millen. How you doing, Clay? Thanks for coming out tonight.
I'm good. How about you?
Doing well. And, let's just talk about what a whirlwind it must have been. I don't know, the last 8-9 months. Your family has a lot of Colorado ties. Of course, your dad played for the Denver Broncos. I think your mom's from here. But when you committed and went to the University of Nebraska or University of Nevada, I'm sure you didn't think you'd end up here in Colorado. Talk about the journey over the last number of months.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. When I was first in my recruiting process, towards the end, I've had all my families from Colorado, my entire mom's side's all from here. So I actually ended up almost being a Buff at the end. I was really close to committing to CU, and so once I went to Nevada, CU, I was really close to them, and I flipped at the last second to Nevada. Wanted to play for these coaches and the staff, and then after these coaches came here to Colorado State, it was like the perfect situation because I had all my family here. My cousin goes to CU, but he's close family down here, so it was like the perfect situation for me. I got these coaches who I committed to play for, and I get to play my mom's side in the family in Colorado, so it was like the perfect deal for me.
All right, we talked about that quarterback room being really, really young. I guess you're the eldest statesman in that quarterback room, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we're really young. I mean, we like to have our fun off the field. We're a little immature off the field, but once it's go time on the practice field and the game field, there's a switch that we have. Where we take all the goofy side out of us, and we're all go, and we're all a competitive group, and we're all talented. I think we're young and talented, and once we're on the field, it's a whole different vibe. But off the field, we like to have our fun.
So Coach Norvell said you've thrown over 600 passes right here in the fall, I think is what he said. You were in this offense last year. Backing up Carson Strong. How comfortable do you feel with this offense? I mean, do you feel like you have the full grasp of it?
Yeah, so I feel super comfortable. When I came in the fall last year, I knew I wasn't going to play because we had a really good older quarterback. And so for me, when I came into Nevada, it was a good chance for me just to learn. I think I took a lot of mental reps. I was always watching Carson and just going through my mind, imagining what I'd be doing on that play and seeing certain things that he would do. And I just took everything in and tried to learn as much as I could from Carson in that short time, because I knew that once he was gone, I'd be wanting to take over. And so once they came here, and it was like the same exact situation I had in Nevada. And so finally, once I was here in the spring, I was like, okay, I've gotten those couple months with Carson. I've learned all the offense. I know everything, and I feel comfortable in it. So then it was just take those reps now as the first team in the spring. And then over these past couple months, I feel more and more comfortable. Like you said, I've got 650 pass attempts. So I feel really comfortable now, and I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be excited for the season because you look at last year, obviously you backed up Carson, and you only threw 3 passes last year. You look at your senior year, you only played 2 high school games as a senior because of COVID. It's been almost 2+ years since you've really had a bulk of games that you've gotten to go out there and play quarterback.
For sure, yeah. My last start, I think, was it was winter time of 2020, and so I think that crowd that day was like 40 people because of COVID. So my next start will be in front of 110,000 people, so a bit different. But I'm excited. I finally get to play. It's been a little over a year and a half now that I've started the game, and so I'm super excited for this.
So how will you calm your nerves walking into the big house and stepping out of that field for the first time. And I mean, it's something you've been dreaming about, I'm sure, but then when you actually do it, how do you kind of keep yourself in the moment there and not get too excited?
Yeah, I think it's just preparation. You know, if you're not prepared, you're not going to play well. So I think I've spent a lot of time in the film room. I've been studying with all these guys. They've given me all the right answers. So the more preparation I feel like I have in the film room, the more confident I'll be once I get in the field. You know, if you're not watching film, you're not getting ready, and you don't feel prepared, you know, you don't deserve to play well. So I think the more you're watching film, the more you're studying yourself. And just focusing on yourself and getting ready for the game plan, I think that's going to make you feel calm. And, you know, if you're not ready, like I said, you're not going to perform well and you'll be more nervous. But if you're prepared and everything you've done all the right things, then you'll feel confident out there. And so that's my biggest approach.
Clay, I know Ram fans are excited to watch you play all season long, in particular on Saturday. Go out there, have fun, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, quarterback Clay Millen here on the program as he'll start for the Colorado State Rams on Saturday against Michigan. We'll take a time out. Matt Mummy joins us next here from CB and Pods.
You already got the hat, the jersey, maybe even the occasional green and white face paint.
Hey, Brian.
So kick things off right this season and add the F&BO CSU Visa debit
Hey,
card
it looks
to the
like
list.
that feed that you're
Pay
hearing.
loud and proud
You're still
for
hearing
every
that,
Rams
right?
t-shirt,
Yeah, I was still hearing
or
it.
hot
Feed
dog at the
that
game.
to the Adobe
Wear your heart on your
record for the
sleeve
later
and
broadcast.
in your
Okay,
wallet
all right, that's
with
right.
the
I'll just turn it
CSU
down in my
Visa
ear.
debit card.
We'll
Free
figure it
with
out
any checking
another
account
time.
from F&BO,
Yeah,
the
sorry
bank
about
of
that.
Okay,
CSU.
that's all right.
Get yours today
So
at
music is coming at me at 57:31,
FNBO.com/CSU.
right?
Member FDIC.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
It's game time rewards at Safeway. Earn 4 times reward points on gas and groceries when you purchase participating items throughout the store. Here's the game plan. Clip the offer in our Safeway for You app or online at Safeway.com. The more you shop, the more you earn. Sign up for free and get $5 off your next $25 purchase. Score big with game time rewards at Safeway. Fresh foods, local flavors.
Hats. Congratulations. You're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Collindale, Missouri. For a free insurance review, see agent Jeff Mosher, Josh Burley, or Dominic Lopez in Littleton today.
Coming by, Dennis.
CB and Pods is where Ram fans celebrate. Located at Collindale Golf Course, meet your friends here. Featuring great food, including Chef Mano's delicious smoked meats and plenty of frosty cold beverages, we have the best patio in town. And happy hour specials from 3 to 6 every Monday through Friday. And when it comes to game day viewing parties, our CSU Hall of Fame room is the place. CB and Pots at the corner of LeMay and Horsetooth Road. Discover more at cbpots.com.
All right, Sonny Lubick Steakhouse is the post-game destination for Ram fans. Alumni-owned and located in the heart of Old Town in Fort Collins. Sonny Lubick Steakhouse offers classic food, classic service, and game day specials. And don't forget, Sonny Lubick Steakhouse is open late Fridays and Saturdays and is the perfect place to watch football on one of their 10 TVs. And keep the excitement from the weekend going every Monday with all-night happy hour. Sonny Lubick Steakhouse, proud partner of Colorado State Athletics.
The sports medicine team at Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies works with athletes from all walks of life, from rec to CSU to professional. For each athlete, OCR's goal is the same, to get you back to your game as soon as possible. For more information, go to orthohealth.com. OCR, serving CSU and the region since 1969. Learn more at orthohealth.com.
All right, back in 60 seconds, 6-0.
Go on. Guess what this sound is? That's the sound of you not worrying about your banking. We believe banking should be easy, so you can make the most of Colorado, no matter what that means to you. That's why our services help you worry less about your finances and focus more on the one thing at the end of your fly rod. That's thinking outside the box. Ooh, fish on. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Oh,
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
Sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
You're listening to CSU Rams football on K99.
All right, one final time on the program here tonight. Welcome everybody back here to CB and Pots Restaurant and Tap Room. We're in Collindale. Forsyth, Jay Norvell, Coach's Show. Big thank you to Clay Millen for joining us. And how about a nice warm welcome for Matt Mummy, the Associate Head Coach and Quarterbacks Coach here at Colorado State. Matt, great to see you. How we doing?
I appreciate this, and I appreciate everybody being here and all the support. Man, Fort Collins has been great.
Yeah, well. All the Ram fans, all they've heard since you guys have been hired, air raid, and the air raid starts and ends with the Mummy family, doesn't I should say ends. It starts with the Mummy family and your dad, Hal.
Well, I mean, I grew up in this. I've been running this stuff since I was in the 4th grade, and when Jay hired me, I was like, look, I don't know anything else. So if there's something else you want, I'm probably not the guy. But fortunately, you know, he hired me in Nevada and out here, and it's been a fun ride with Coach, and, you know, we bounced a lot of ideas off each other and kind of gotten to where we're at now.
Yeah, talk about that working relationship because Jay still does call the plays, but you are intricate in that offense. And I mean, how long did it take to teach Coach Norvell the air raid? Because he's not out there getting reps like Clay Millen is.
Well, the thing is you got to understand, you have a head coach that's a football guy. And he loves every minute of it, and we spend as much time as we can off the field talking about X's and O's as much as we do on the field. You know, and it's one of those things where it's fun because I did grow up in this, but learning from Jay has been awesome because it's opened my eyes and, you know, spectrum to a whole lot of different things.
All right, so we just spoke to Clay. Give us your thoughts. Well, let me ask about the quarterback group. All freshmen. I mean,
they're growing up. They're growing up really fast. We try to put them in many pressure situations, you know, and make them grow up fast. But you know, they're getting there.
Yeah, because that is your room. But I know Coach Norvell said that anytime he goes by the film room, there's Clay Millen right there in the film room. Give Ram fans an idea of what kind of football player this young man is.
Well, Clay's one of those guys that he's going to study as much as he can, and as much as I'll allow him to be in the office. You know, sometimes I tell him, hey, you do realize you're a college student, right? It's okay to go out and have a little bit of a life, but you know that's the thing you love about quarterbacks, and you love about the good ones is they know they have to study, they know they have to understand, and have the knowledge to be able to go out and field on Saturdays and execute. And so Clay has put the time in here, you know, in a short amount of time, really, you know, and who he has to prepare for and get ready for, and so. You know, I think it's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday to get going.
Yeah, and he's clearly a guy that understands the offense, right? I mean, you know, with you last year, here this year, and I imagine he's bouncing ideas off you too, and trying to expand what some of his knowledge to you as well.
Well, I know he loves it because, you know, in high school his dad was his offensive coordinator, and Clay called his dad and said, you know, if we had this offense when I was in high school, I probably would have been a better quarterback. So that was a little pot shot at his dad. But I was like, hey, you know, I love you, Clay, and I appreciate you. But yeah, it's been.
That's funny. All right. Well, we're running out of time, unfortunately, here tonight, taking you up till 7 o'clock. All right, you're going to the big house in Michigan coming up on Saturday, and I know you've been watching film of this Wolverine defense. They lost a couple of NFL dudes, but give Ram fans an idea of what you guys are facing with that Wolverine defense.
Yeah, they have a strong front. Their interior D-line is one of the things, you know, we've been focused on all week. And how we're going to take care of those guys. You know, their coverage is, you know, Clay's done a good job studying them in base cover 3, you know, so we're going to look to exploit some, you know, we're going to try and take some shots down the field. What they're going to see out of us on offense is different than what they really see in the Big Ten. So we're hoping to have some opportunities to throw it down the field and, you know, get it to our playmakers.
Yeah, they have a new defensive coordinator this year as well. Does that make them a little harder to scout?
Minter's been a few places, you know, and I think, you know, Harbaugh, when he hired him, wanted pretty much the same system that was in place. So we're kind of expecting more of what they did last year, but we've also looked at what Minter's done in his past.
All right. Well, Matt, we're really happy to have you and your wife. I know Matt's a big outdoorsman, a big fly fisherman. Imagine you had a great summer out on the rivers, right?
Not as much as I wanted to. We're trying to worry about Michigan right now.
Well, we appreciate you, Matt. Thanks so much, and best of luck coming up on Saturday.
Thanks, Brian.
All right. That's it. That's Matt Mummy. You're joining us on the program, and that's going to do it here for the show here tonight. Big thank you to Jay Norvell, Clayton Millen, starting quarterback for the Colorado State Rams, and of course Matt Mummy, Brian Roth saying so long. We'll talk to you from the Big House on Saturday.
From CB and Potts Restaurant and Tap Room in Fort Collins, this has been the Colorado State Coaches Show, brought to you by CB and Potts Restaurant and Tap Room. This is where football fans celebrate. Meet your friends at CB and Potts. Check it out.